Selamat pagi. In this week's episode of Bali News, we take a look at this puppy dog rescue and what led to these dogs being trapped under the seat of a motorcycle in the Klungkung district of Bali. We'll also take a look at the latest COVID results. As you all know, Bali opened its doors to domestic tourism on the 31st of July. So let's take a look at the first week and what's been happening.
Mr. Steve! Mr. Steve!
So welcome once again to Mr. Steve, Bali News Update. And we start today's episode with the big news story in Bali this week. And that is the Klungkung police rescued two puppies stuck inside the seat of a confiscated motorcycle at their station on Wednesday. Now, Klungkung is situated in the southeast area of Bali, with the main town being Semarapura, and not far from a place I really love, Sidamen. The motorbike was confiscated after the police dispersed illegal street racers on the Irabagus Mantra bypass road early on Wednesday. So I presume that is in the early hours of the morning. Klungkung police spokesman, Commander Putu Gede Adana, said the officers noticed yelping and whimpering coming from the motorbike. They forced open the seat and found two puppies. The puppies were making noises for help, so we rescued them, Adana said on Wednesday. So let's take a look at the puppy rescue in full in Klungkung, Bali.
Bapak Kapolres Malang ini. Oh, ini gampang.
A happy outcome indeed for the two little puppies that were trapped under the seat of their motorcycle. As you all know, anyone who's been to Bali, and any motorcycle you leave out in the sun for a while gets super hot on that seat. So if they hadn't been discovered that morning on Wednesday, I don't think they would have survived the day. So thankfully the puppies have been rescued and the owner has been contacted. Surprisingly, he hasn't been back to the police station to claim his puppies. And I think something more seriously should be done to this young chap who's been racing his motorbike in the middle of the night with two puppies trapped inside a seat of his motorcycle. Yeah, throw the book at him. So we finished the video today with a look at the latest COVID data. Now, it's on the 31st of July that Bali opened the doors to domestic tourism with a bit of fanfare and people arriving, getting greeted by the governor. And it was said that some 2,000 people a day were arriving in that first few days. I'm not sure of the statistics since then, but certainly I've seen news of tourists to Tanalot, places like that, where they've had a wee spike, an increase in tourism. So let's just have a look at the latest graph. So this is the last week and a half in Bali. You can see this line here is the cumulative positive cases. So we're up to 3,720. Now that's always going to keep rising because it's cumulative. So it's not the best thing to look at. This here is going to be interesting. This is the recoveries, the people that have recovered. And you can see it's almost tracking almost the same, but it's getting a little bit closer, which is what we really want. And at the moment, 3,240 people have recovered, which means this line here, active cases, actual active cases now is 431. And what we want is this line, as you can see, to continually start decreasing. The faster that decreases, the better. And once we can get to, it means basically every day that there are more people recovering than actual people testing positive. So that's the good sign. The bottom line here is unfortunately the deaths, which is at the present 49. It's still a very low number for the compared to the population of Bali of 4.2 million. So if we can see this figure here getting lower and lower, and each day over the next few weeks, because as you know, most countries that have opened their borders or relaxed the restrictions a little bit, it's not that first week, it's week 2 and week 3 where the positive cases start increasing and more clusters starting to appear. So we want to keep this number staying low, under 30 each day if possible, getting lower and lower. This one here of active cases, of recovered cases to get higher and higher, and this one to get really, really low. And fingers crossed, that's what's going to happen for the future. So that's it for this week for Mr. Steve. Not a lot of news coming out of Bali at the moment, but very happy to see those 2 little puppies rescued in Klungkung at the police station there, probably in Samarapura, which is like the main town. So any news coming out this week, I will put something together for you next week. Please like and subscribe. Likes are really good for the channel. And we're nearly at 300 subscribers. So if you can just get another 7 or 8, 9, I think it's 9 more to go to get to 300, that would be great. We'll see you next week, guys. All the best from Mr. Steve.
Mr. Steve.